never sleep at one. Then I can have 10 cars and I went drive one. And when you
Make it from the bottom, you the chosen one. Let's go! Good morning! Yeah!
Rich nigga since birth.
Hey!
Louis V chinchilla.
Hey!
Bought a brand new road.
Driving like a 4-wheeler. Hey!
Solid gold AP.
Hey!
Flooded out with no cushion. Shining just like Miley. Woke up in a new Bugatti. Free little Kirkwood, young try to free my nigga white boy too. I woke up to another baby, now it's been there and on them too. You got goals around you, nigga. I keep shooters around me, fool. I'm a young rich nigga from the bottom. I came up and I can't lose.
Hey!
Bought them Santa cause I always
Family, Miss Boss Diva. Good morning.
All my niggas millionaires, it ain't just one. Have a few chains on, I don't have a one.
Hey.
Bought a few houses and I never sleep at one. And I can have 10.
Happy Friday! Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. You know what.
Chill like middle fuck.
Good morning,
Chill like middle fuck. Hey, feeling sweet like a muffin. Hey, he talking crazy, I touch him. That nigga straight up.
Happy Friday!
I give it all. I've been booked so fan. Yeah, spend this cash. I just been getting in my bag.
I just been getting in my bed.
Spend this shit on the tech. Smoke a nigga like a black. Get a pussy nigga wet. Nigga for a dope. Lay up with a hook. Mama just a trench coat. You sleep on the floor.
Paper in the pot like a chef. More official than a ref. Chain cello when I step.
Hey!
Glock 40, take your breath.
Hey!
Rob a nigga for his hoe.
Hey!
Then I put her on the boat.
Hey!
Get some dope and a ghost. Your main bitch call me GOAT.
Woo!
The greatest of all time.
Keep it clean!
People stay full of diamonds. My back Chanel, I'm a name. I keep them bands on my mind. I fell in love with the band. Yeah. Bloody red on my meat. I counted up with 2 hands. Took a pill, it was pink.
Hey!
Double G, double C.
Hey!
Water running like a sea.
Hey!
Go get your diamond test. Everything turning green. I get that cash and I flip it. Yeah. Claiming the baddest bitch. Yeah. Get smoked
Keep
like
it
a
clean,
black.
ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Happy Friday!
Y'all niggas straight up high. Yeah, skirt on the line.
I give it all that I got. I give it all that I got.
I've been booked so fan. Yeah, spend this
Gotta
cash.
give it all that you
I just
got,
been
ladies
getting my
and
bag.
gentlemen.
I just been
Thank
getting
you,
my
Miss Boss
bag.
Diva.
Spend this shit, no attention. Smoke a nigga like a black. Get a piece of nigga wet. Rock a nigga for a dope.
Hey, laid up with it. Hey, Tara, you're back. Good morning, Tara. Yeah.
I give it all that I got.
You gotta give it all that you got. That's why I like that.
Straight off the line.
All right. Let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we gotta get in our zone, right?
I feel like I'm stuck in a cycle.
Gotta get in our zone. Cali Love, shout out.
Stuck in time. It's like a curse,
Right.
and I can't escape.
Good morning, everyone. Cap Cuts, good morning. Rio, good morning.
It's me, Zeus. It's deja vu when I'm running with the rest.
Rumpy.
I'll be back. Deja vu when
Anita.
I'm in first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash. I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it, look at my grass. Cars in the garage with tanks full of gas. I play the game so raw, I won't finish last. Sitting in my living room screaming how we made it. This is how it's supposed to happen when you're rich and famous. That algorithm turned me to a maniac. I guess we going viral cause my zodiac. I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet. Benjamin Franklin is my bestie. They don't get replies if they text me. They say it with my chest cause I mean it. Got a lot of confidence and I can see it. Call me the master with a new whip. I'ma take off in a spaceship.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into Zeus's live in a couple of days. That shit was radical. It was horrible. I'm like, you've gone. Zeus
This is going way off the rails.
It's like deja vu.
Cut it out. Cut it out, conservative man.
It's like deja vu. like you've been here before when you start trending. Hey, don't mistake me for a lame or a goofy. Rockstar life is like a movie. Hollywood, Hollywood, where you be at? I remember when I used to drive a Fiat. Now they looking for me, nigga, my F's. It's a conspiracy how I keep on getting checks. This money keep on falling like it's dominoes. Special important people on the feeling like I've been here before. Deja vu is hitting me to the core.
That's right.
Memories flashing back once more. I'm feeling like I'm living in a metaphor. Yeah, it's deja vu. It's deja vu, I feel like I'm stuck in time.
Right.
It's deja vu, I feel like I'm losing my mind. It's deja vu, I can't escape this rhyme. It's deja vu, it's
Good
a
morning,
never-ending
TJ.
climb.
Political mom.
It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash.
Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's Friday. It's Friday. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Today is Friday, September 22nd. We're almost done with the month of September. And once again, we're back in the Thunderdome. Zeus has his heavy hammer of truth. And we're about to bring it down on MAGA, all right? So listen up for those of you who do not know who I am. Let's get the formalities out of the way. I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H, all right? And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H stands for honesty. I'm the most honest person on social media. There's nobody more honest than me, all right? I promise to tell you nothing but the truth. So help me God. Good morning, Brother Swerve, and I see you, champ. The second H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I'm the most humble person on social media. There's nobody more humble than me. Listen, if I get it wrong, I will be the first one to apologize. What? You accidentally got blocked in my live because you were a Trump supporter? Listen, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but you know what? You were being nasty and we had to block you. But if you were accidentally blocked, I will apologize, all right? And that's how that works, all right? And that's how humble I am, all right? And then the last H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. How am I looking out there, Miss Boss Diva? How am I looking out there? You know, am I looking good from the perpendicular angle? All right, I just want to make sure. All right. And speaking of my handsomeness, there is treason brewing in the kingdom. Our good friend, Dark Nutty, ladies and gentlemen, he seems to have been compromised. All right, so if you can, please say a good prayer for Dark Nutty. All right, because somebody's lied to this man. He comes in and he tells nothing but the truth, all right? Great guy. He's like my brother from another mother. But when we get onto this handsome business, Dark Nutty, he's what's the best way to describe it? Let me see if I got it right here. What's the best way to describe how Dark Nutty's conduct has been lately?
He's deranged.
Am I right? He's deranged.
He's deranged.
Yeah, so we're going to pray for Dark Nutty, all right, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with this type of programming, this is rated Z programming for off the rails, all right? All right, and what that means is if you are a Trump supporter, all right, this programming is probably not good for your health, all right, because it's going to be so much truth in here. It's going to overwhelm your minds, all right? So I'm going to give you Trump supporters a heads up that it's time to unfollow Zeus, right? Unfollow me if you just randomly ended up in here off the FYP. Here's a good opportunity for you to exit stage left. That way we don't ruin your Friday with all of this facts and information, all right? But listen, if you don't like what I'm saying and you don't like my content, please do not leave me any nasty comments. All right, do not send me any DMs telling me you got me, you'll never get me. Just leave, all right? Just leave, all right? And here's the deal. Listen to what I got. Listen, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
Right.
if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
All right. And speaking of that statement that I wholeheartedly agree with, you know the part of that statement that really grinds my gears? It's the part where he says, if you're sitting at home and you're crying and complaining, right? You know, I came to the conclusion, you know, these folks out here, these MAGA supporters who are crying about those gas prices, I came to the conclusion that they're just sitting at home. They're not working. They're just sitting at home watching Fox News complaining. They're a bunch of lazy folks. Lazy people shouldn't have any money. That's how I feel. Whatever happened to getting it out of the mud? Whatever happened to working hard? MAGA. You should put all that energy that you spend complaining about President Biden into getting up and finding some business to get into, all right? Because your business shouldn't be to just sit at home and watch Fox News. So, MAGA, cut it out. Good morning, Southern Delight. All right. Christian Lee. Christian, you want to debate Zeus? What exactly do you want to debate Zeus about? Because you know I don't listen to MAGA. I don't listen to MAGA because MAGA has zero credibility. They've gotten nothing correct. Since I've dealt with MAGA on this platform, they've gotten nothing correct. All right? You got January 6th wrong. You got the 2020 election wrong. You didn't think Trump was going to get indicted. Trump got indicted not once, not two, not three, but 4 times. You would have thought he was trying to win a ring out there in Miami with LeBron, right? Trump, listen, you know what? Let me play what President Biden says about MAGA. You know why I don't debate MAGA? Because they have no respect for themselves or the Constitution.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution.
Nope.
They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people. They refuse to accept the results of a free election.
Yeah, that's MAGA right there. Me and my friends, we've been on this platform for well over a year, giving you nonstop information, nonstop facts. And you will get out here and pretend. No, I don't even think you're pretending. You will get out here, all right, and you'll spend all your effort trying to deny the truth. So no, I don't want to debate MAGA this morning. All right, I want to send MAGA where they belong. All right, and that's to the pits of hell. That thunder is very strong. Oh, that thunder is very strong. All right, so let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. What do I want to start with today? All right, yeah. And people think that I'm being mean. Does anyone think I'm being mean to MAGA? Does anyone think I'm being mean to MAGA by a show of hands? Does anyone out there think I'm being too harsh with MAGA? All right, because if you do, I got something to tell you. All right, Angela, you ready? I didn't always used to be this way with MAGA. I used to be a lot nicer. I really did. I used to be a lot kinder. But we cannot be kind with MAGA anymore. All right? Because the gloves are off and the jar is open.
Everyone knows and I wouldn't have said this 3 weeks ago. I wouldn't have said it. I was actually very kind to him. I was very kind to him, but now we can't be kind anymore because the gloves are off.
Yep.
The jar has been opened.
The gloves are off, MAGA, and the jar has been open, all right? So because you have zero credibility, you need to sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast, all right? Because if you don't get your mind right, you will be in jail. And if you don't get your soul right, you will be in hell, all right? And I guarantee you that, ladies and gentlemen, listen. And what we do practice in here is no lies detected, all right? So let's get started with today's first topic. Kevin McCarthy, he's fuming at House Republicans who tanked the spending vote. He went on record to say they just want to burn the place down. Let's see if we can hear Kevin McCarthy say this real quick, because I want to make sure he really said it. You know, they like to say, Zeus, you're making that up. He didn't really say that, right? All right, so let's see what Kevin McCarthy has to say about the members in his own party. If you ask me, this is just more proof that they don't know how to govern.
I don't understand why anybody votes against bringing the idea and having the debate. And then you got all the amendments if you don't like the debate. This is a whole new concept of individuals that just want to burn the whole place down. It doesn't work.
This is a whole new concept of individuals who just want to burn the place down. This is MAGA. Gentlemen, this is definitely what MAGA is right here. Total breakdown. MAGA, ladies and gentlemen, they're having a total breakdown. And what it's proving, as the headlines suggest, is Republicans, they can't govern. They're terrible when it comes to being an example of what good leadership is like, right? Just take a look at Lauren Boebert. Does she seem like she knows how to govern? No. She can't even go to Beetlejuice musicals and behave herself. All right. So we got these MAGA Republicans in control of, they like to say, we got the purse strings, Zeus. We got the purse strings. So this is what they think. We control what's going on in this country. And meanwhile, you look at what's happening in this country. Have you seen what's happening at the border, ladies and gentlemen? Have any of you seen what's been going on at the border? Oh my gosh. You would have thought Kevin McCarthy, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, all right, Lauren Boebert. Who else is out there? Jim Jordan. Oh yeah, Jim Jordan. James Comer. You would have thought they would have done something to prevent that situation that's going on at the border. But instead, you know what they do? They go on Fox News and they advertise the border is open, right? The border is open. Come on across. This is what they do. And then they turn around and go, could you believe this? We have all these migrants coming into the country. President Biden needs to do something about that. We don't understand why they're coming. Well, first of all, they're coming because you're advertising the border is open. All right, that's number one. Number two, you're not doing anything in Congress to help address immigration in this country. You're spending all your time worrying about Hunter Biden and opening up impeachment inquiries into President Biden, who we've all know President Biden hasn't broken any laws. I have a list of accomplishments President Biden has done, and you would think these MAGA Republicans would be trying to help Biden get this country back on track, but no, they're trying to make this country be worse than it is, all right? All right, and so with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to join me in giving Kevin McCarthy and the MAGA Republicans who don't know how to govern, all right, who are chasing their tails, turning on each other, being indicted, convicted left and right of various things that I would argue shows they're nothing but traitors. Join me in giving them nothing but their daily doses of booze and shame. If you're sitting at home crying about those gas prices, did you hear what I said earlier? Get up off of your rear end and get a job. All right? Get a job. Your number one job should not be sitting at home complaining while you're watching Fox News. That's not a job. You don't get a W-2 for that. You don't get a 1099 for that. Get yourself some business. And if you're one of these folks that says, well, Zeus, I have a job. Well, you know what? You need to find something else to do with all your time. There's over 7 billion plus people in this country, in this world. 7 billion. All right. You hear all these talks about trillions of dollars going this direction and that direction. And you mean to tell me you're one of these fishes? You're one of these fishes out here that can't find any water? Cut it out. And then they go, this guy's getting paid by George Soros. Well, listen, if I'm getting paid by George Soros, what that mean you should be doing? Looks like you need to be brushing up your resume. All right. It looks like you need to go find somebody that's willing to invest in what you're doing. Obviously, you know what it means is what you're doing ain't worth nothing. All right. And that doesn't just apply in when we're talking business. This also applies, for those of you who are in relationships, right? I used to give wonderful relationship advice, especially to the men. Listen up, MAGA men. If you don't keep yourself valuable in the relationship, you know what's going to happen? I got some bad news for you. Where's bad views? Bad views, I got some bad news. If you don't carry yourself like you should in a relationship, you MAGA men, you gonna find yourself on the other side of the door, all right? Because nobody got time to carry a grown man who claims to be intelligent and brilliant. All they doing is talking, but ain't got no money in their bank account. No. Oh, you so smart? Oh, you so smart? Well, listen. Oh, you love me? Okay, you love me. All right. Well, listen, I understand you love me, but love ain't paying these bills. So, you know what they're going to do? Oh, listen, I don't think you're making me happy anymore. Then, can we talk? You know you're in trouble. Can we talk? Listen up, MAGA men, when she says, can we talk? Just pack your bags and leave, because words are cheap. All right. We're looking at your bank account and we see what you're doing with that money, right? You're giving it to Donald Trump. So no, you sitting at home. Listen, you MAGA men, you sitting at home complaining about gas prices is probably the most unattractive thing you could do in a relationship. All right. So cut it out. Real men don't complain about gas prices. We just pay for it. All right. I don't want to talk to no little kids. I don't want to talk to these kids today, ladies and gentlemen. Zeus, the gas prices. I can't buy eggs. No, I don't want to talk to you, all right? Because see, you're going to bring my mood down, and I don't got time for that, all right? Now, let's bring up our next topic, all right? These folks out here can't buy eggs, but want to tell me what to do. Have you lost your minds? All right, I don't talk to sheep at all. You sheep need a shepherd, and if you behave correctly, I might take you up on your offer and become your shepherd, all right? But you got to do a lot of self-reflecting, and you got to clean up your act, all right? I know a lot of folks here are upset with what I'm saying, but listen, if you don't like what I'm saying, MAGA, you can leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
and you do,
if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Yeah.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Right. And I stand behind what I've been saying all week long. If you want to make America great again, MAGA, leave. Yeah. That's how you make this country great, MAGA. You need to leave. Leave and go to Russia, North Korea, or China, or Latin America. But I guarantee you, once the United States gets rid of MAGA, this country is going to go places it's never been. And I guarantee you that. I mean, that's just my opinion, all right? Now, let's move on to something else, all right? I got this one friend of mine who loves to say MAGA is winning, right? All right. Well, I got some bad news for you again. Down ballot Republicans who endorsed Donald Trump's election fraud lie are expected to face considerable voter backlash. A new poll finds, they love to talk about poll numbers, MAGA, all right? So I want to make sure we're all on the same page. And by the way, I do got to say this, all right? To my moderators that are out there, and you're doing an excellent job. I mean, my moderators, they're the best moderators on TikTok. They really are. I think we got to figure out a way to make sure we're not blocking a lot of our friends, all right? I don't know, but sometimes innocent folks are getting caught up in the crossfire. Well, April, you do have the best moderators as well. I mean, we're tied right there, April, right? All right, but look right here. My good friend Sir Puff Pass, don't block these folks. A lot of these folks, I know them. At most, I would say give them a 5-second mute or whatever the shortest one is. And if that was a mistake, they will let you know. They'll say, listen, I know Zeus. Please don't mute. All right. I'm okay with folks who disagree. I really am. All right. Because, they think they're smarter than me and they're not. They're, and like I always tell them, jealousy is a sign of weakness. And a lot of these folks, they just jealous. All right. They're jealous of me. They're jealous of you. They're just jealous. All right. And you got to let them burn. I want them I want them to be here, and I want them to be able to experience this with all of their senses, all right? It's going to be so overwhelming. When they leave this live, they're going to go and they're going to think about what we've been saying, all right? But if they're being nasty, all right, and you know the ones that are extremely nasty, hateful, if they got that, if that MAGA spirit is in them and it's strong and they don't even know how to behave, I guess you got to do what you got to do, all right? I just wanted to point that out. But let's get back to this winning stuff that we love to hear MAGA talk about. And I just want to make sure MAGA knows this, all right? There was a poll that went out, and it says this. Of respondents who said that they are undecided on the generic congressional ballot, 51% said they would be less likely to support a candidate who believes the 2020 election was stolen from Donald Trump. Wow. Just 12% said that they'd be more likely to support a candidate who holds such beliefs. So, ladies and gentlemen, the verdict is in. The work we've been doing out here, making sure folks know the 2020 election wasn't stolen, is working. Americans all over the country now know that when Donald Trump says that, or his supporters say that, they're spreading lies. So join me in giving MAGA another round of boos and shame for another MAGA failure, all right? Another MAGA failure when it comes to the polls, all right? They're doing terrible in the polls, and they say they're winning. Let's go ahead and give them the boos and shame. Oh my God, they keep saying they winning when they losing. I tell you, is it opposite day or something? You know, when I was in, elementary school, we used to play a game called Opposite Day, right? And, you say this is what's going on, and then you have to do the opposite, right? That's what I think MAGA is still struggling with, right? They think it's opposite day out here, all right? So when they say they're winning, that means they're really losing, all right? All right, so let's move on to another MAGA win. We got another MAGA victory today, ladies and gentlemen. James Comer, ladies and gentlemen, this is winning like I've never seen it before. Because we've always been asking for James Comer and Jim Jordan to produce the evidence that President Biden has broken the law and committed some crimes. And so today, I wanted to let you know that we're one step closer to getting evidence that President Biden broke the law and is a criminal. James Comer was given access to 14 Biden vice president emails as the House GOP expects 1,000 more, right? This is a serious story, ladies and gentlemen. James Comer sent a letter to the National Archives in early September requesting unredacted records and emails that he believes somehow shows his communications team worked with one of Hunter Biden's business associates to squash stories about Burisma, the Ukrainian gas company of which Hunter Biden sat on the board, all right? The emails that Comer and House Oversight members reviewed include schedules for family get-togethers and a message where Ukrainians praised the president's now deceased son, Beau Biden, all right? And I got the news, ladies and gentlemen. So they looked at these emails, all right? And this is what the result was. The National Archives unredacted the emails for Comer and the committee, but the emails do not provide any evidence that Joe Biden personally benefited from his son's business deals. Sorry. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me once again in giving Snuggles and the rest of MAGA who are winning today another round of boos and shame because they didn't come up with any evidence of crimes by President Biden. Let's go! MAGA, right? Zero credibility, right? You could just imagine how much time and energy went into this nonsense, right? Millions of taxpayer dollars are going into making sure they start and finish at the same spot. What a waste of time. I mean, who voted for these knuckleheads? All right, you can't make this stuff up, all right? All right, let's bring up our next topic, all right? And this is just an FYI. So much winning in MAGA, right? So much winning. A judge is to hear arguments for a summary judgment in New York Attorney General's $250 million lawsuit against Donald Trump. Oh my gosh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Attorneys for former President Donald Trump and his co-defendants, his co-defendants are his children, in the New York Attorney General's $250 million fraud lawsuit are scheduled to appear in New York today for a pre-trial conference. Yes, New York Attorney General Letitia James is accusing Donald Trump, his children, and his company. So you hear this? You got this guy on social media. He keeps walking around and saying 0 convictions. And I say, well, Trump.org got 17 convictions, felony convictions. All right. And this guy says, oh, well, that was his CFO. Trump.org had nothing to do with Donald Trump. Well, this just takes the air out of that campaign. This takes the air out of that campaign. So to my good friend who likes to pretend like Trump.org has nothing to do with Donald Trump, I'm going to have to remind you of this part again. Letitia James is accusing Trump, his children, and the company of grossly inflating the former president's net worth by billions of dollars and cheating lenders and others with false and misleading financial statements. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. And we know Trump did this. We know Trump did this because Trump always lies and he loves to inflate things, right? Like he did when he, during his inauguration, didn't he inflate his crowd size, right? So join me in giving Donald Trump, his children, and Trump.org another round of boos and shame because this is another MAGA failure. You see why we don't debate MAGA? Because what is there to debate? What is there to debate? You are over there. You're going to jail left and right. You're being sued left and right. We're catching you at Beetlejuice musicals left and right. What is there to debate? MAGA? Seriously. What issue would you like to bring to my attention that I need to work on? All right, please tell me. Please tell Zeus what I need to work on to be a better human being. All right. And then I want you to point to someone that I could look at and use as a good mentor or a role model, perhaps. Can you do it? Can you do it? Clickbait, get out of here. Clickbait. That just came out. And this is the first thing you want to talk about early in the morning. Clickbait after we've done went a whole year laying into MAGA. You want to come in here with that little Rudy Poo stuff? Clickbait, cut it out. I mean, these folks, I tell you, they are getting desperate, ladies and gentlemen. They really are. As a matter of fact, speaking of getting desperate, Marjorie Taylor Greene is trending once again on X because she's promoting a Women for Trump coalition. You got to look at this, folks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to announce the launch of the official Women for Trump coalition. Yeah, President Trump, and she needs to quit saying President Trump, by the way, is a champion for the dignity of women and trust the science. There are only 2 genders, male and female. He also believes women are exclusively female. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And you know this didn't go over so well on the X community, right? So let's get ready to see what some people had to say in response to Marjorie Taylor Greene openly lying and being a hypocrite. All right. First response, and I think this is a good one, all right? This guy goes on to say, Sons of Liberty, you do realize that most of the women in the banner, there was a banner, I wish I had the picture, all right? You do realize most of the women in the banner image have either jumped ship and aren't involved with Trump anymore and aren't involved, okay, or have actually turned against him after finding out what he's really like, right? Check out Hope Hicks. Check out Cassidy Hutchinson. These women aren't with Trump anymore, but yet Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks they are. And the fact that a more recent image can't be used, right? I wish I had this picture. The fact that a more recent image can't be used, aside from a photo with Laura Loomer, tells you everything you need to know. Getting rinsed. A champion for the dignity of women? You've got to be kidding me. I mean, listen, they are getting desperate out here, ladies and gentlemen. Was zebras for lions already taken? All right. Jesus, just no, right? I mean, these folks are fed up with these lies, all right? I mean, you've never seen anything like this. Getting desperate, huh? They are. They're getting very, very desperate. Talk about something else, please. We are begging you, all right? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Marjorie Taylor Greene her daily dose of booze and shame for trying to pull the wool over folks' eyes on X, only to be caught in another MAGA failure. Let's go. Get her out of here. MAGA is getting desperate, and they're trying anything they can, all right? They're trying anything they can to get out of being held responsible for what they've been doing, all right? Now, this last and final topic is very dear to me, all right? Angela, you know how we do this, all right? There's nothing I'm more passionate about than to cover these seditionist, treasonous traitors who attacked the United States Capitol on January 6th, all right? Let me get in. I got to get in my zone, all right? I got to get in my zone.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards, and they see their MAGA failure to stop a peaceful transfer of power after the 2020 election as preparation for the 2022 and 2024 elections.
Yeah, I do agree with President Biden. A lot of MAGA folks, they see January 6th as preparation for 2022 and what's coming up next 2024, right? If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. That's the MAGA mentality, all right? And that's why I continue to remind MAGA, I'm the MAGA whisperer. I'm qualified to speak on these things, all right? So along those times, cut it out, Snuggles. Along those lines, it's one of my personal pleasures to talk about these seditionist, treasonous folks who should have packed their bags and went to Russia, but now are going to be facing a lot of jail time because they chose to believe a lie that was promoted by Donald Trump. So we have a Hillsdale couple charged for taking part in January 6th Capitol activity, all right? A Hillsdale couple has been charged for their alleged role in entering the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. Look at this guy. He failed. He failed his role in the family structure. He failed. He led his family to danger that day. And we've seen this story told multiple times, right? A lot of couples, they were sitting on the couch watching Fox News, And then they mustered up the courage instead of getting a job that yields dividends. All right. Instead of starting a business, perhaps that would yield dividends, they mustered up the courage to go to the United States Capitol on January 6th on behalf of Donald Trump. Carla and Dustin Adams of Hillsdale have each been charged in the United States District Court of the District of Columbia with entering or remaining in a restricted building or grounds, disorderly and disruptive conduct in a restricted building or grounds, disorderly conduct in a Capitol building or grounds, and parading, demonstrating, or picketing in a Capitol building. Yeah. Are there any Trump supporters out there? Are you going to say that they are feds too? Are you going to say this is BLM? Are you going to say this is Antifa? Trump supporters? I'm just asking for a friend, right? All right. And if you think they're BLM, all right, well, keep this in mind. This is how they got caught, right? A statement of facts documents summarize Carla and Dustin Adams' alleged activities on January 6, 2021, and showed the videos and photos of the January 6 riot from Carla's Facebook page that the FBI had obtained a search warrant for. So, typical MAGA behavior, right? You can't say, if you think Antifa did this and then went and posted it on her Facebook, you know, that's quite hilarious, all right? But typical MAGA behavior, they break the law, and then they tell everybody they broke the law, and then they go, why am I being arrested? Why am I being indicted? This is typical MAGA behavior. So she posted it on her Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, all right? The videos and the pictures and so on. I mean, you could read this document. It's 11 pages of just facts on top of facts, all right? And it goes on to say this, ladies and gentlemen. According to the statement, the FBI agent separately interviewed 3 witnesses who identified Carla and Dustin Adams as the people in the photo. Yes, law enforcement also reviewed open source footage and closed circuit television footage from inside the United States Capitol from January 6th and identified who they say were Carla and Dustin Adams. Yes. The couple came to the FBI's attention when on February 1st, 2021, the agency received a tip to its National Threat Operations Center that Carla, all right, and her husband Dusty had traveled to Washington, D.C. by a bus with a large group from Hillsdale, Michigan. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. MAGA failures. All right. Let me see what we got. This is a great example of a MAGA failure. All right. And what I want you to do is join me in giving them their daily doses of booze and why are you using caps? You are not. Tell them attacking. All right. So join me in giving MAGA their daily doses of booze and shame for getting caught being seditionists, treasonous thugs, criminals, and believing a lie that Donald Trump told them that now is going to cost them their freedom. Yeah. You know, I want to make sure we send them off the old-fashioned way. All right, let's send them off the old-fashioned way. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. If you're triggered, you should be. You should be triggered. If you're triggered about what I just did and said, you should be triggered because you don't love this country at all. MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution at all. MAGA Republicans only care about one thing, and that's Donald Trump's dirty draws, all right? Or his dirty diapers. You're just nasty, MAGA. You really are. And if you want to know what it's going to be like when they get into that prison, I got some more news, all right? I got to open up these boxes, but, I got something to help MAGA understand what prison is like, all right? And this is a story I hate to bring. This is a story, but it's what accountability looks like, all right? But I gotta make sure MAGA knows what it's going to be like when they get inside of those prisons. All right? So this is a little different, but you know what? It is connected in a way, all right? So how many of you been following, the rapper Tory Lanez, right? He got into a very, very nasty situation, all right, with the victim. I'm not going to mention her name, but we're just going to say the victim's name is Jane Doe. Now, he's gone to prison, right? He was all the way on top, and he came crashing down. Yeah, that's his mugshot that has been recently released, all right? And he's been taken to prison after being found guilty, all right? And they said, we got the details on his first meal while his first meal in prison. Does anyone know what he had for his first meal while in prison? And I'm doing this because I want MAGA to understand this is your future. You're going to have the same future as this guy. 1 minute on top of the world, the next minute he's in prison. All right. So let's all see what Tory Lanez's first meal was, all right? And now to some people this is delicious. I get it, but to the average person this isn't. Oh yes. All right, so listen, look, according to the facility's food schedule, the rapper's first lunch in prison was a yummy tuna sandwich on whole wheat bread. Doesn't that taste good, MAGA? Can you imagine being in prison for Donald Trump and biting into a nice tuna sandwich on whole wheat bread? They got to make it whole wheat to make it a little healthy for you, all right? Because you're gonna need all your strength while you're in there. The menu made sure to identify that the fish was from a packet, not a can. See, you thought you were getting some of that star-kissed tuna. No, MAGA. Packets tuna. Now, I've never had packet tuna, but listen, MAGA, I hear it's delicious. All right? Lane's sandwich came with mustard. You like that mustard, right? A bag of chips and a sugar-free, unidentified beverage, all right? And listen, if he or his fellow prisoners don't want to eat that packet tuna, they got options, all right? They could swap it for a cheese sandwich, right? Listen. So I tell this to you MAGA supporters because, I don't want to laugh at a person in this situation because I don't, prison is nothing to sneeze at. It's nothing to joke around with. But I want to make sure you understand what goes on when you get in. And this is not the worst. This is only a tip of the iceberg. All right. This is his first lunch in prison. So listen up, MAGA. If you want to be like these guys, you want to be a rapper. All right. You want to be like Donald Trump's ultimate MAGA mascot, then you got to understand prison is your future and you will be in a jail cell with other grown men. If you identify as a male, right? You're going to be in a prison with these other grown men biting into a packet tuna sandwich or perhaps a cheese sandwich. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving MAGA once again another round of booze and shame. Let's open up these boxes. All right. Snuggles ain't going to tell you this stuff. When you go into a Snuggles Live or any of these my friends on the right, you go into their life, they ain't gonna break it down to you what it's really like and what's really going on, like we do over here. All right, we know you don't care about facts and information, but perhaps you might change your tune if you have that thought in your minds that you're going to be in a prison cell with another grown man who's passing gas. All right, he's going to be passing gas, eating fake tuna sandwiches, and drinking sugar-free, unidentified beverages. And while you're in that space, you're going to have your Bible. You're going to have your Bible, perhaps. All right, and you're gonna be biting into that cheese sandwich, and you gonna go, I'm so glad I listened to Donald Trump. I wouldn't trade this for nothing in the world. I'm the most, all right. And if that's what you want, keep doing what you do. Keep listening to Snuggles. All right. But I know I'm talking to somebody out there that don't want that kind of future. All right. So cut it out. Let's bring up our first guest, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I told you it's off the rails programming, all right. The rails. Good morning, Nutty. How are you doing, champ?
So what I hear you saying is you better get your whole grains, you better get your Wheaties before you commit a crime and go to prison, and you won't get those whole grains anymore.
Bingo.
That's what I'm hearing you saying. That's what I'm. So you said you don't feel sorry for him. So you are a better man than I do, the better man than I am. Because listen, I mean, you said you feel sorry for them. I don't. Because what do we hear all the time? If you do the crime, you must do the time, right? So I don't feel sorry for any of them because there's people in prison, not just jail, but there's people in prison, people that look like you and me that are there that are there because of a simple marijuana charge,
right?
But because of the 3-strike laws or whatever. So we know that there's disparities in our justice system. Only those disparities come when they look like you and me.
Right.
Or when they look non-melanated.
Right.
Other people of color, not just people that look like me and you. So listen, the couple that did the crime together on January 6th.
Right. What do you got to say about them?
What do I got to say about them? That's apropos. Because they say a couple that prays together stays together. They prayed all right. They didn't P-R-A-Y. They P-R-E-Y-E-D. Prayed. So guess what? They prayed together. Now they're going to jail together. But unfortunately for them, it's not going to be together. So they got to say bye, bye, bye. So I got some Backstreet. It's in that Backstreet Boys say bye, bye, bye. So they got to sing that bye, bye, bye to each other. So y'all married and you ain't going to get no conjugal visits because she in jail and you in jail.
Right. Tell the truth.
Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck. Yeah. You shouldn't have done the crime. You shouldn't have done the crime. All for a twice impeached, 4-time indicted, 91 charge, felony charge, X45.
Right.
And what is he doing for you now? Where is he at? He's as silent as a ghost because he cares nothing about you, MAGA. You got people like Snuggles still out here simping for Donald Trump. But you get in trouble. Get in trouble, Snuggles. Get in trouble. And let's see where your Lord and Savior is going to do for you.
Right.
Let's see what he's going to do for you. Because the Lord and Savior that I serve, that I pray to, he'll come through. Donald Trump ain't coming through for y'all.
Nope.
Look at Rudy Giuliani. $1.5 million in attorney fees that he's getting sued for right now. Where's Donald Trump? Mind you, they did all of this. They did all of this for Donald Trump. All of this for Donald Trump. But yet they claim to love their country. So where is the love for your country if you're doing this for the love of a man? Where's the love of country?
You hear that, MAGA?
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for an answer. Just like I'm waiting for someone to take me up on my offer. Because I got money in my pocket just burning a hole waiting to spend it on them.
Oh, wait a second. You got money, Nutty, with Biden's inflation? How is that possible?
Because I'm thriving under Biden. And so here's the thing.
Somebody asked, what's the offer, Nutty? Please remind us.
Oh, the offer. No, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
Will you be my first taker? So the offer is a one-way ticket, first class to Moscow with an addition of 450,000 rubles, which equates to 5,000 American dollars. But if you think you're just going to take this trip and my money and think you're going to come back the next day or the next week, you got another thing coming, because I'm going to be a man of my word, but we're going to have a contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was born at night, y'all, just not last night. So please come take my money. I want you to take my money. This is money well spent. This is an investment for the United States of America, because we don't need you. We want you gone.
Exactly.
We want you gone. In fact, all of you Magites, I think you all should go get in your little fake camouflage because you think you're patriots, and I think you should go to the front lines and fight for Russia in Ukraine so we can see you get your tail whipped.
Amen. Get him, Dark Nutty. No lies.
That's what I think you should do. Since you're simping for Donald Trump and you hate Ukraine, go fight against Ukraine. Please go.
Yeah.
Go fight against them. Go fight for the Federation of Russia. Please go.
Tell him, Nutty. Tell him.
With that being said, I don't want nobody here talking crap to me. So, hey, Zeus, you have a great day, brother.
All right, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Nutty a round of applause. No lies detected, all right? I can't be around liars, and I don't want to hear it from you liars, all right? I see a lot of dissension in the comments still, MAGA, all right? And so listen, I want to remind you, if you're not happy in this live, you can leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
and you do,
if you're not happy here, you can leave.
All right, MAGA, you can leave. Good morning, Shady Lane.
Good morning, Zeus. How are you?
I'm all right. Just another day tending to affairs in the kingdom. Sonia, good morning.
Absolutely. Well, I just wanted to touch base, in the comments.
Okay.
Clickbait has lost his ever-loving mind this morning.
What is he doing?
Spewing nonsense as usual. He must have just woke up on that MAGA crack this morning. His millionaire MAGA crack.
He's still mad that we found out he's not a millionaire. Remember, he tried to lie to us and tell us he was making all that money, and then he got in trouble in here. He's still mad.
Yeah, we know he is just faking and a phony, whatever. Hi, Ange, thank you. So anyways, so he's saying, why aren't we talking about real corruption in the Democrat Party and blah blah blah, and the guy that just got indicted? We don't care, because here's my point to this. I'm not going to care until they do something about George Santos, who's been sitting there for how long? Forever. They've done nothing about him.
Right.
And Paxton, who just got acquitted by a bunch of Republicans in Texas, although he's crooked as all get out. Okay. So until they clean up their yard, I'm going to play their game. I don't care.
Yep. Good point.
Do not tell me anything about a Democrat until you clean up all the slime ball Republicans out here doing all of the garbage and trash that they have been doing, okay? Amen. Because when you put up to the numbers, you got one person. I don't care about him. I do not care. He could do whatever he wants until all of y'all start to hold these Republican maggots freaking accountable. Amen. You got these Republicans in Congress leaving today. They ain't passed not near bill. And you gonna sit here and ask us to talk about the Democrat? Absolutely not. They about to shut down the government. Amen. And people are not gonna get paid because the Republicans cannot do their job.
Okay,
but they will get paid. They will get paid. So get your people in order before you come in this live.
Amen.
Tell us what we need to talk about and what we need to think about. Clickbait. Get your life together, because we're worried about. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Clean up your side of the yard. Mind your business.
Mind your business, Clickbait. All right. As a matter of fact, you need to start a business, perhaps, because from the way it seems over here, you don't really have any business. It's all smoke and it's smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, he probably on welfare. He probably waiting for his
Yeah,
check.
with a name like Clickbait, yeah, he's definitely on government assistance.
CT card. I'm sure.
Yeah. Listen, he likes the window shop a lot, I hear.
Yeah, I'm sure. So that's all I wanted to really say. Oh, also Biden is leading by 12 points in New Hampshire. So just, whatever.
Oh, Biden is?
Yeah, Biden is. So
winning. Wow.
Anyways, I heard my bell, Zeus. So y'all have a good morning in the kingdom.
All right. You as well have a great rest of your day and happy Friday to you. All right.
Happy Friday. Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Shady Lanez. You don't want to mess with Shady. You hear that, Clickbait? Because Shady will come and get you. Listen, if you, Clickbait, listen up. If you want people to like you and hang out with you, you don't got to brag about all the money you got. Just be a decent human being. Start there, all right, brother? All right, good morning, Sister. How are you doing? Happy Friday.
Can you hear me? Because I'm sitting in the parking deck of my doctor's appointment.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, listen. How you doing this morning, Zeus?
I'm all right.
I just wanted to say two things. I am really tired of Inspector Gadget and the Pink Panther wasting the taxpayers' money trying to find some on Joe Biden. And they keep coming up with the same thing. You know what they got below their waist? Absolutely nothing. And I'm tired of it, Zeus. It's making absolutely no sense. Jim Jordan, I gave him too much credit. I said his comb over was thicker than a 1,000-pound sister. And when I looked at it yesterday, it was laying down like a relay race candidate. Laying them. Listen, them 18 strands were swept over so hard, they was thinner and finer than a Siamese cat that you'd have paid $1 million for. It's just ridiculous. And listen, Zeus.
Get him!
We not finna be worried about these Republicans.
No.
Because they got more crooked people than Marjorie Greene got straight toes. It is awful. Every time you turn around, it's one of them. They need to worry about their own party.
Right.
And leave us alone. Leave Joe Biden alone. Leave fine, recovering addict, artist, lawyer, Hunter Biden alone. You know I'm crushing on Hunter. You know I'm crushing on him, Zeus.
And that's okay.
I'm still trying to get in touch with Biden to see if I can just sofa sit with Hunter. I want to be on the laptop too, Zeus. I want to make my debut on the laptop, Zeus.
Who are we to judge?
Who are we to judge, Zeus?
Yeah.
Let me get on the laptop. They won't want to see another laptop when I get through showing that on the laptop. The women will be jealous and the men will be calling. I'm trying to tell you now.
I ain't a player, but I crush a lot. Let's go.
Hey. Come on now. Listen, I just wanted to say that because I got to go and hit my doctor's appointment.
All right.
But I want you all to have an awesome weekend. And remember that laughter is good for the soul.
Amen. It sure is.
All right, Brother Zeus.
All right, Sister Takesha. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. And good luck at the doctors, all right?
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the beautiful Takesha a round of applause. No lies detected. Mother Hen, nice to see ya. All right. So listen, we're getting some real truth out here when it comes to these MAGA Republicans. See, Takesha, you reminded me. I'm starting to think that MAGA is jealous of President Biden and Hunter Biden. That's what this is all about. And like I've been saying, all right, jealousy is a sign of weakness, all right? Let's bring up my good friend, Brother Tekken. Good morning, champion. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Zeus, how are you?
I'm all right.
Well, you know, the thing is this, the people that have been
Mount Negro.
put behind bars that are Trump lovers.
Oh.
Do you know that those were the ones bitching about having
Hey, I caught that.
I said itching. Wow. So about having to pay out of their taxes for people, you know, like the immigrants that come across, you know. So now, while they sit their rear ends behind bars, we have to pay out of our taxes for them to be fed and housed.
Oh.
I don't like that, Zeus.
Oh. So they somehow found government assistance again.
Yeah. So they complain about having to pay for other people. Oh, my money's going to go. I don't want to do this. I want my money to be used for other things. But now we have to pay for them.
Wow.
How the tide has turned. You know?
What
and then, you know, having a strong president from a foreign country,
right?
Vladimir Zelensky,
right?
An actor, a comedian who really was and is a leader of their own country, unlike Donald J. Trump, a hack, a has-been, a fat orange ball of clay that can be molded by Putin's hands into anything he wants, like a puppet.
Amen.
Yes, I say, jail him, jail him. But anyway,
get him out of here.
Sorry I haven't been here in the morning. I have partaken in sleeping in lately this past week. I've missed all your fantastic shows. I've heard you've had some wonderful shows that I have not partaken in, and I apologize for not being part of the crowd. Just being here enlightens me. It helps me go through the day, seeing your beautiful face, your humor, your humbleness, your greatness. Hold on, I got to put my boots on.
No lies detected.
Yeah, I got to get my boots on. I'm getting really deep here. But anyway, bring somebody else on. I ain't got nothing else. And by the way, Joe Biden's doing a hell of a job.
He is.
Yeah. And I like Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
I hope he sleeps a lot more because work gets done when he sleeps.
Amen.
All right, brother. Talk to you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, brother attacking. Let's give him a round of applause. No lies detected. All right. Somebody put in the comment section, are you saying Republicans lie? Let me be more specific. I am absolutely, emphatically, 100% saying MAGA Republicans are liars, and worse than that, they are hypocrites, they're criminals, they are seditionists, treasonous, Russian sympathizing, Putin loving, wanting to eat chocolate cake with President Xi, traitors to the United States of America, and they have zero respect for the Constitution. And that's because they're possessed with a MAGA demon. All right? And if you don't like that, you know what the drill is. You know the drill. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
and you do,
if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave.
There you go. All right. Good morning, Stacy. How are you?
Good morning. Look, I'm making my debut. I've been down in those comments for a couple months now. And
you have been, so we haven't asked you the questions, huh?
Oh, yes. Let's ask.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Stacy out of the comments into the box. All right. And because of that, we got to do what we do with everybody that comes into the box for the first time. We got to ask her the questions that matter the most and determine her future in the kingdom. All right. So let's go, Stacy. First question up is, in your opinion, did President Joseph R. Biden steal the 2020 election from Donald John Trump?
No.
All right.
I got to keep it clean.
Great. All right. Next question. In your humble opinion, who would you say is responsible for this couple behind us going to the Capitol on January 6th?
Donald J. Trump.
Hey! I mean, when they got the hat that says Trump on it, it kind of gives you the answer, right?
Right. The loser badges.
Right. All right. And last and final question. It's going to come at you like a curveball. All right. I think you're going to get it right, but I'm going to ask it anyway. In your opinion, is Hillary Clinton or President Biden, are they guilty of any crimes?
No, they have not been charged with any crimes.
No lies detected. All right. Well, listen, you passed. All right. Thank you. And what do you got for us this lovely Friday morning?
Well, I wanted to come up and introduce myself first. Say I'm out here
All right. I see.
fighting
Yeah.
for the kingdom.
Thank you.
And Shady brought up the poll this morning, so I wanted to say that they're always talking about polls when New Hampshire had 52% for Biden and 40, and that's just the beginning. MAGA.
Wow.
You people are done. I'm telling you. You talking about the suburbs? We're not out here for Trump. Trust me.
Yeah.
We're not. Down at the hold down. You people think it's going down because Dale and them are for Trump. No, we're not.
It's
We're
not going
for
to work.
Trump. No, it's not going. It's not going to work. In these suburbs out here, and I'm working in the suburbs out here, talking to the suburbs. We're not having it. Not having it.
Why do you think they're not having it this time? What do you think is going on?
First of all, we're women and mothers. Let's say that. And none of us would support a rapist SA or whatever we want to call it. None of us will. And we have children that we love. And we have children that love all type of people. They have friends everywhere. LBGTK, whatever. I always mess that up.
Right.
Yes. They have all kind of kids, and they're not having it. They're not going to have Trump or any MAGA person tell us who we can love, who we can be friends with, who we can like. And then racism is a hard no for me. You can forget that. As if I would ever vote as a black woman for a racist. Come on. So that's what I have to say.
Well,
and I'm out here.
So you said the racism thing. Do you think MAGA brings racism?
Absolutely. I mean, I can't even tell you how many names I've been called on here just because my picture looks like I'm a black woman. They haven't seen my face, but the racism has been real. Even this morning, I guess no one's told y'all to go back to Africa. Come on. You guys have told us to go back to Africa. That's your favorite thing to say.
Wow.
Right. So
this is thank you, Stacey. It's I don't get to read all of the comments, but you would, as much as they talk about being Christians and stuff like that, you would this is so devastating.
Don't get me started on the Christian thing. Come on now. Come on. And then they said Jesus' teachings are weak. Come on. As if Jesus would be Republican or anywhere near MAGA. I mean, like they have not read the Bible.
They haven't.
They're the Pharisees and Sadducees is where they are. That's who they are. Pharisees and vipers. I think that's what Jesus called them, vipers. So that's exactly what y'all are. And then Then they said they're waiting on the rapture, as if.
Talk to us.
As if any of us know the day of the rapture. So that's what lets me know they don't read the Bible. And then Trump and his two Corinthians that went to a bar. Come on now. 2 Corinthians. All my life. Sorry, but all my life it's always been 2 Corinthians. So when he said 2 Corinthians, that should have gave them a clue. But anyway, nice to meet everybody. If I don't say hi because the comments go so fast, hi everyone, I'm here.
Yeah.
And nice to meet you all.
All right. Well, listen, Stacey, you did an excellent job bringing the truth this Friday morning. And please come back. All right. We need to have your voice out here and keep it right there on the minds of all these MAGA demons. All right. I really do appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
All right. You as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Stacey a round of applause. No lies detected. No lies detected. I see some comments out there from the MAGA folks. They go, "Oh, I come into Zeus Live because it's my chance to laugh." They say, "This is my chance to laugh."
Laugh. Look, we laugh all the way to the.
All right, you know exactly what I say. The same thing that make you laugh, it'll make you cry, and I mean that, MAGA. But what my good friend Stacey just said You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You ain't reading the Bible. You ain't helping children. You ain't preaching. You're not bringing love. You're bringing hate. You're bringing evil. All right. Your hearts have waxed cold. Your souls are on the line and you're giving it to Donald Trump. Yeah. Keep on laughing and laugh all the way into that jail cell where you'll have the opportunity to eat that fake tuna sandwich or perhaps bite into a sandwich filled with cheese while you're sitting there next to another grown man passing gas. Keep on laughing, MAGA. Yeah, keep on laughing, all right? Let's bring up our next panelist. Good morning, Miss Boss Diva. How are you doing?
Good morning. Happy Friday, Zeus.
Happy Friday to you.
Have you had your Frosted Flakes today?
Absolutely. Excellent. Yeah. Multiple boxes of Frosted Flakes.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. I love to know you're feeling fine and happy and everything like
How are
that.
you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I can't deny it. You know, I'm blessed. I'm thriving under Biden. I mean, there's really nothing else to complain about, really, to be honest with you. And then, of course, I get to be on here with your handsome self. Oh, my goodness. Just celebrity handsome. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. How am I looking out there? All right, listen.
All angles are just chef's kiss. All angles. And the lighting's great, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on the racism thing too because it was funny. Last night in Angie's live, dude came up on the panel and immediately being pretty disrespectful. Of course, you know,
right?
Nutty, cut it out. Of course, you know
Nutty,
that.
Hold on, Nutty. There's a gentleman out here, BOP. He would like you to connect with him. I've been meaning to tell you that. All right, BOP, please connect with Nutty. All right, Miss Boss Diva, please continue. I'm so sorry.
No worries, no worries. So yeah, he came up on the panel initially being disrespectful, you know, calling us women on the panel the B word. And then on top of that, we was like, okay, we'll bring him on back up here so we can, you know, address the situation. And then he came with the N word and the hard ER after it. So, MAGA, you know, you guys like to resort to the bottom of the pit like you are the hell that we live on earth. You know what I'm saying? And I really would love for you guys to get some kind of decorum about yourself, which is mainly the reason why, you know, you get dragged all the time. First, I'll start off very respectful and calm, cool, and collective, and then instantly you take me to 100 because the level of rhetoric, racism rhetoric that we get just trying to even have a conversation with these people.
So you, excuse me. So you also believe that MAGA brings racism?
Absolutely, I do. Yeah, that's what I'm actually agreeing with Stacy with, and shout out Stacy, love you. You know I love you, girl. And so yeah, what's up, iPhone? She was in the live last night too. It was crazy, you know. Just everywhere, it seems like everywhere we go, it's like there's a MAGA magnet, right? It's like they want the truth, but then they want to just, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird kind of relationship that MAGA wants to have with us people in reality on Earth One. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that, Zeus. I was wondering, you know, as the MAGA whisperer, if you can, you know, kind of.
Yeah. Well, you know, they say you are what you eat, right? Yeah, so when I see MAGA engaging in these nasty things, the first thing I think is, oh, you must be eating a lot of nasty stuff.
Right,
you know
right.
Where your mouth has been, all right? That's where my mind goes, all right? You out there living in darkness, and when you speak,
That's
you
funny.
reveal it to us.
Right, exactly. So it's just crazy out there how MAGA is really like showing they behind. You know, they really showing they behind. I just want to take a couple seconds to say too. On the other side of that is Earth One MAGA, and we just if you don't want to come back over here, won't y'all take Nutty up on his offer, and go on to Russia because you know, that's where you need to be. That's where your calling is at this point. Okay. So you might want to take the weekend and pack your bags and then hit up, you know, Zeus and Nutty on Monday and get your plane ticket on out of here. And anyway, love you, Zeus. Have a very happy, wonderful weekend. Hopefully you'll have a closet of truth today or
I will
tomorrow or
try.
something. I don't know.
I'll
But
try
if
to.
hopefully you will. You know, we need you more on you know.
I know. I do need to be on more, but you know, there's a lot of great people on when I'm not. So, you know, keep doing the wonderful work we're doing, all right? And thank you so much, Miss Boss Diva. I really do appreciate it. All right, I think your signal went out. I think it went out, but I caught what you said. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Miss Boss Diva a round of applause. I love you all as well. I love you all as well. Listen, you know, you got these haters out here who are disagreeing with what we're saying, all right? And they're sitting at home. They're in their feelings right now because the jig is up. We've been telling MAGA this won't work, and they didn't believe it, but they have no other choice now but to believe it because their leader, Donald John Trump, is going to prison. Yeah, he's going to go to jail the rest of his natural life. He's not going to be on a cross. He's not going to get crucified and, you know, rise on the third day. He's not going to go out like that. No, he's going to prison and he will be eating tuna sandwiches, and maybe grilled cheese sandwiches and unidentified sugar-free beverages. That will be his future. But don't worry, you can go visit him. All you have to do is break more laws in his name. You got to break the laws in Trump's name. All right, and I guarantee you just might be lucky enough to get that jail cell next to his, or if you hit the jackpot, be his cellmate, all right? Listen, somebody said I'd go with him. I know, but why are you here? Don't be in my live saying you'd go with him. Go with him now. Go to Mar-a-Lago, all right? Say, Trump, please, tell me what the next crime is. Yeah, got any more of those classified documents? I want to be Walton out on number 2. Just go. These folks crack me up, all right? They really do. They really do, all right? Because they say they about that life, but they in my life talking about what they woulda, shoulda, coulda, did. Cut it out. Good morning, Shay.
Good morning. How are you? Good
I'm all right.
morning.
All right. Glad you made it. Welcome.
Yes,
Happy Friday.
yes. I had a parent-teacher conference this morning, so that's why I was late coming in.
Oh, you don't gotta. You know, I was just joking.
No, it's live.
I know we're all busy, and I'm always happy when people carve out time to come visit.
Absolutely.
I really do appreciate it.
It's always good. You know, they always say, come on, be a parent. It's fun.
Your primary duties,
so
right?
much fun. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. But so, oh my God, so much to talk about. Can we just say how much the Democrats are winning right now?
Oh, really?
Can we talk about that? We are winning bigly. I don't know where Snuggles is, but this is the literal definition of winning, Snuggles. We have gained 22 seats in the last special elections.
Oh.
22 seats, including in Pennsylvania and New Hampshire, were big turnovers. Also, as I think it was Stacy or Miss Bostiva, one of them mentioned, or maybe I can't remember.
I think it was Stacy.
Stacy mentioned that we are up 12 points. Biden is up 12 points over Trump right now.
Right.
So people are starting to wake up, and the reason is because all they can see now is that now that the Republicans, you know, your little red tiny spotting happened. And so then, you know, so what have they done for 9 months? Nothing. In fact, they've decided to go home instead of actually figuring out how not to shut down the government. So you do realize that when the government shuts down, over 800,000, let me say that again, 800,000 federal workers will go without pay.
Wow.
That's what a government shutdown does.
It's almost like they're working for Russia, huh?
You know, I don't know who the heck they're working for. I really don't. I mean, Bozo the Clown, I don't know who they're working for. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And every time the government's ever been shut down, a couple of times under Clinton, 2 times under Trump, those things like that, it was always due to the Republicans. Always. Every dang time. The longest was under Trump. It was 35 days. 35 days. People being furloughed, off work, our military not working, the border's not secure, all of that kind of stuff. This is what's going on. The Republicans don't care about you. You need to wake up.
Wow.
They don't care about children, because children aren't going to be fed. They don't care about your border security. They don't care about your military. What do they care about? Having fun with their boyfriend during the middle of a musical? Like, is that what they care about? You know? That's all I see. And look at what's going on with Bob Menendez, right? He's a senator, right? Democrat
That's
senator.
what clickbait's talking about. Please speak on it.
So he got indicted by a grand jury. And if he gets convicted, guess what? Bye-bye, Bob Menendez. See you later. Even with the 50-50, 51-50 split, we don't care.
Yeah.
The man gets convicted, he's out. And I guarantee you New Jersey will feel the same way. We do not worship our leaders. That is what happens. If he is convicted, he needs to be removed from office. And we will have to pay the price for that. But that's the right thing to do. That is the right thing to do. And yes, he is innocent until proven guilty, and we'll wait and see. But if that man is convicted, he is gone. Like, see you, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not worshiping our
elected of the Senate. We don't want you. We don't want criminals. And the last thing I really want to talk about real quick is in the Atlantic, General Mark Milley described an incident with a wounded soldier. I
recall this, please.
Yes. Yeah. So his name is Avila. He lost his leg in an IED attack. He did 5 combat tours in Afghanistan.
Right.
He, in addition to, he suffered 2 strokes, 2 heart attacks, and brain damage resulting from his injuries.
Right.
So Mark Milley had hired him to sing "God Bless America" at one of the ceremonies, and it had been raining that day, and so his wheelchair kind of got stuck, and they were trying to help him up and get through, and so they got him up onto the stage, and he sang beautifully, of course. After the performance, Trump told Milley, "Why do you bring people like this here?
Wow.
No one wants to see that, the wounded," and suggested Milley never let him appear in public again, because he said that with an earshot of several witnesses.
Wow. He does not care about our veterans, as one person just said. He doesn't care. He mocked the disabled people, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
He SAs women.
Yep. He called veterans suckers and losers for literally willing to die for their country. He said he doesn't like POWs because they've been caught. Doesn't think they're heroes. If you
talked about John McCain, didn't he?
Yeah, talking about John McCain. So this is a man that is deplorable. I mean, completely deplorable, and nasty human being for him to say that about that wonderful man. Wow. And Mark Milley has asked him to perform again. So he's got a beautiful voice, and he should absolutely be honored. But that's the thing. The man didn't show up during the World War I, 100-year anniversary of that because it was raining. He was 45 minutes late to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier celebration. He does not care about the military. And y'all need to wake up. It's absolutely pathetic and deplorable. And also his points, I'll end with this, his points have dropped from 59% to 39%. So within the Republican caucus.
Yeah.
So
he's done.
I think he's done. Yeah. I think overall the numbers of other candidates are coming up. So I think people are really understanding this isn't what we can do, and he will lose. If he runs against Biden, he will lose. He will lose badly.
Guaranteed. No lies detected, Shay.
Guaranteed. All right, guys. I love you so much. Just wanted to go over that stuff. And we are winning, Democrats. We are winning. Keep up the messaging. Keep talking about Project 2025. Keep talking about women's rights. And I love the ads coming from the Biden administration. Have you been seeing the ads?
Yeah.
He's using MAGA's own words to boost Biden. I love it. He's pro-union, the best pro-union president. He's building the most infrastructure ever. He's not guilty for the shutdown. I mean, I just love it. I just like, yes,
Yeah.
brilliant advertising.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Shay. Spot on.
Right? It's awesome. All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you in the kingdom soon. Love y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Shay a round of applause.
Woo-hoo, let's go, Democrats. All right. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. All right, no lies detected. See what we do over here? We keep the door to the floor, all right? And we keep the truth all the way at the top. All right, no lies detected. MAGA, you have zero credibility. All right, zero. You've gotten everything wrong. Look at your life right now. You're sitting at home with a bag of potato chips on your belly. Probably the plain potato chips, right? You got cigarette smoke hovering all around you with your remote control possibly on the floor. You're too lazy to get up and pick up that remote control. You got Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson blasting at the loudest they can, and you're triggered because you think somebody's coming for you. You think the United States government is coming for you. They ain't coming for you. Look at you. Look at how you look. You look a hot mess. You ain't did your hair in 3 days. You ain't taken a shower in 2 weeks. Ain't nobody coming for you, MAGA. And then you walk out of the house, and the first thing we think to ourselves is, who raised these animals? You ain't taking a shower in 2 weeks. What have you been doing? Oh, I've been getting radicalized by Fox News. And now I'm convinced President Biden is trying to take this country and we're being invaded by immigrants. Listen, MAGA, I'm glad you're here today to find out that all of that stuff you've been believing is BS. All right? And we're going to make sure you're aware of that. Let's bring up our next panelist. All right? All right. Who do we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Where's my man at that said he's a federal employee? I thought he was here. I guess he left. All right. Well, we'll bring up our next guest. All right. We'll bring up our next guest. All right. Jonathan, welcome. All right. Good morning, Jonathan. How are you doing, champ?
Doing great, Zeus. Keep up the good work, man. You're doing a great job.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. A lot of people don't agree, but I appreciate you saying that. But this is our first time doing business, right?
No, Zeus. I've been in your lives before.
Well, why am I not following you? Okay. Well, listen, let's get straight to it then. Seems like we already done business. What do we got today? It's Friday morning. Is there anything you would like to address with those of us in the kingdom?
Yes, Zeus. I think I heard you talk about this morning. The problem at the border is manufactured by the Republican Party.
Correct.
And they do this every election cycle. Every election cycle, they want to get Republicans up in arms about the border crisis, about immigrants coming over. And they are the ones that manufactured this problem.
Speak on it. Can you speak on it?
If you announce to the world that the border is open, what do you think people are going to do? They're going to come.
Yeah, they're going to do what hungry people do when you say there's food. Right?
Exactly.
Okay. I thought I lost you.
And they do this every election cycle, just like with the caravan. You remember the caravan? And time Biden got elected, they sent a message to the world that Biden was an open border president. And that's when people start coming. And so they manufacture it. That's why they are busing these people to New York. And I saw a video the other day where they was questioning these migrants. Where are you going? Where are you going? Well, they done sent a message all over the world that if you come to America, they're gonna bus you right on up to New York. They're gonna bus you wherever you want to go.
Wow!
And so this was manufactured by the Republican Party, and people need to hold the Republican Party responsible for this influx in immigrants. And that's all I had to say, Zeus. Keep up the good work.
All right, Jonathan. Thank you so much for bringing that truth to the kingdom this morning. I really do appreciate it. All right. Yes, no lies detected. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brother Jonathan a round of applause. So let me make this simple for you MAGA folks. What we're saying is the Republican Party, especially the MAGA leaders, they are manufacturing the border crisis. They're advertising to people all over the world, you could come in through Mexico. They actually go one step further. As they are sending them, as they're bringing them in, they throw on these Biden shirts. All right. They throw on these Biden hats and shirts and they place them on these migrants. And then they send them to a destination so that they can then turn on their regular Fox programming and say, look at all of these migrants wearing Biden gear. And you're simple-minded behind, you fell for it. I'm disappointed in you, MAGA. I really am. I'm really disappointed in MAGA because you brand yourselves as being intelligent, but then when we really sit back and just observe, it's the exact opposite of it. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy, MAGA. Doozy. Is this a Trump supporter, Doozy? I'm just asking. Is this a Trump supporter? Is this an FBI? Is this Antifa? Is this BLM? Which one is it, Doozy? I'm asking. Please let us know. All right. And the answer is obvious. It's very obvious, Doozy. I'm just curious what you think. Any Trump supporters out there? Oh, what are they charged with? Does that matter, Doozy? I mean, just look at them in the picture. Are they Trump supporters? Are they Antifa? Oh, they're Trump supporters? Okay. It sounds like we got some truth coming out of you, Doozy. All right, I was about to ask. I was about to say, are you, because listen, if you were going to say they were anything other than Trump supporters, I was going to ask you to come into the box and explain yourself. Greetings, Jen. Nice to see you. All right, ciao. Good morning, champion. How are you doing?
Brother Zeus, how we doing today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, brother. Good Friday. Love seeing your lives.
Yes, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, just in there, man. I mean, these MAGAs are real mad, and this is coming from an ex-Republican who switched to the Democrat Party.
Okay.
I keep telling them, like, y'all just brainwashed. Like, there's a difference between a true Republican and a MAGA. There's a complete difference, And I tell everybody, here's the biggest thing. Anytime a Republican's in office, the border's never talked about. The minute a Democrat takes an office, the border is wide open. The border, this and that. And don't give me this BS nonsense that the Republicans took care of the border better than Democrats. No, BS numbers don't lie. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. For a lot of us, Biden wasn't our first choice. We know that. However, I am going to say this, and this is the first time I'm saying this about any president. He has shocked many of us of the stuff he has completed.
Right.
This man has came through with, a lot of things that he said he was going to come through with. And don't give me this, Trump had the best infrastructure bill. Trump had the best medical bill. Because we've been waiting for 2 weeks and 2 weeks and 2 weeks, and it's never came.
No repeal and replace?
Trump didn't do nothing but give these cultists, white supremacies, a voice to come out more. Plain and simple. That's exactly what he did. And for all these MAGAs in the comments, y'all love to talk about the Bible so much. Well, here's a Bible phrase for you, and it states in there, for those one day will follow a false prophet, and you will wear his mark on your forehead. That's exactly what you do. Exactly what you do.
Look at it. They got it on their foreheads right now.
So if you want some, knowledge from the Bible, there it is. So don't sit here and say Democrats this, Democrats that. Because let's look at all the Republican people in office compared to the Democrats. It's not LGBTQIA grooming your kids. It's Republicans grooming them. The ones that talk the most about it are the ones that are quiet in the closet. Facts speak over your personal opinions, plain and simple.
Amen.
You know, don't sit here and talk all this nonsense. Don't sit here and talk and this and that. No. Give credit where credit is due. Here's another thing. You don't see Biden trying to come out on national television and every headline trying to make himself first on everything. No. When they ask him, he answers you. There may be a few times where you ask dumb questions, he may not answer you. But he's not trying to be a camera being a celebrity. He's doing a job.
Amen.
This is exactly what we hired him to do. A job. Now you want to shut down the government, and literally over 800,000 people can be possibly affected. Again, Republicans, if you care about the working class so much, why would you shut down the government and affect 800,000 people?
Wow.
For the first 2 years, Brother Zeus, let's be real.
All
they talked about was Joe Biden's inflation, Joe Biden's America, Joe Biden's gas prices. Now that they have the House, please name me one bill that they try to put in to help the American people. Not one damn bill has been put in. Not one bill has been mentioned. Their priority was Hunter Biden. Who gives a damn? He is not in the government.
No one cares about Hunter
Nobody cares. Yes or what? If he's guilty, arrest him. Plain and simple. If he is guilty, arrest him. We don't need any nonsense like that. Biden said it perfectly when they said, President Biden, how do you feel about impeachment coming towards you from the Republican Party? What did he say? Lots of luck to it. You know why? Because he ain't got a dang thing to hide.
Not a thing.
If you guys had brought some probable evidence, you know what? Democrats would be questioning it too. Yeah. That's the problem. When some people are in our party, we hold them accountable. Exactly with what's his name when he was going through alleged of sleeping with an underage girl.
Right.
Biden said you got to resign until you figure it out.
Amen.
Plain and simple.
Preach, brother, preach.
It's infuriating that these people are making our country look extremely bad. And don't sit here and say anything about the southern border when 90% of you MAGAs have never even been to the southern border. I live 10 minutes away from it. So don't sit here and say this and that. You got, Velociraptor feet over there talking about 6 billion people are crossing the border. Like, what? You know what I mean? And then you got, what's her name throwing Janet Jameson movie theater at Beetlejuice, I just have a question, Brother Zeus. By her giving out handy you-know-what jobs, is that jobs created under the Biden administration? Just asking.
Technically, well, listen, the one carries the 6. It looks like it does. It does add to more jobs being created by President Biden. God bless President Biden. Listen, Papa Chow, I got to move on, my brother.
I understand. All right, brother. You have a great day and a great weekend.
All right, you too. You did an excellent job mopping the floor with MAGA tears. All right. Thank you so much, brother. All right. Give him a round of applause. No lies detected. Clean up on aisle 6. All right. MAGA, look at that. Look at this. We go live every Monday through Friday. Same Zeus time, same Zeus channel. And we got an abundance. We got an overwhelming amount of information, an overwhelming amount of truth about your conduct. All right. There's not enough lives on TikTok to go through the laundry list of disgusting and evil things you do. Yeah. So what do you have to stand on now? Well, today, Zeus Menendez, he's been indicted. Well, nothing's changed over here, like Shay said. If he broke the law, lock him up. But what are you going to do about your party? That is the question. All right, Stick the Ruler. Greetings, champion. How are you doing? Good morning.
Morning, Zeus. What's going on?
Well, not much. Just another day in the kingdom of affairs. How about you?
Another day in the kingdom of winning, correct?
Yeah.
Big time winning. Okay, so check it out, Zeus. I got an idea.
Talk to us.
Since everybody's so upset at how old our candidates are, I would like to do a tag. You're it. And you know who the tag you're it would be?
Who?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh yeah. I mean, let's go toe to toe with Donald Trump with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. A Johnson Harris ticket, a Harris Johnson ticket. Either way, oh my God.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him walking in a building with his security? How amazing. How amazing that would look.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, as he comes down the aisle, right? As he comes down the aisle, he has Secret Service behind him.
Right.
But he doesn't need it. We're talking about Hercules. We're talking about standing tall. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see how beautiful that ticket looks with Kamala Harris saying, you know what? I'm a woman. I'm going to stay vice president. Joe Biden has confidence that I can help The Rock through this hard time that we're having. The only thing that he's standing for is a strong symbol. I will advise him to the best of my ability, and all the other Democrats will pull together and advise him to the best of our ability to what we need to do for this country. Do you know how strong that would look?
That
so
would look
strong. We're so strong over here, Zeus. So strong. But you know
that
what?
would look very mighty. All right, stick the rule. I'm just being honest. Anything
very mighty.
Trump, right?
Well, I'll just say this. We voted Biden in off, let me take him to the back of the school, right?
Yeah. Remember when he said he was going to take Trump to the back of the gym? Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, that was strong. I don't care who you are. I mean, he kind of like hovered over Hillary Clinton. She felt like, you know, super like basically aggravated and or paranoid because he stood behind her the whole time
on the debate stage.
Exactly.
Walking up to her, hugging and doing all that kind of bullying stuff.
Yeah, he was a big bully, but who can bully The Rock?
Not Donald.
And on top of that, the GIFs.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald.
Tell him.
Hey, Donald. This is The Rock, by the way. Hey, Donald. Why do you think you're gonna win? Well, you know, it doesn't matter. That's what would happen. It doesn't matter. So that's just my dream or analogy on how things could go. I mean, we're talking about Barack Obama's wife, Michelle Obama. The beautiful lady that she is. Hey, I think that would be great. Even a switch out. Hey, you want to go Michelle Obama, The Rock? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All right,
oh my God.
You got one heck of an imagination.
Oh my God.
Anything is better than possibly Trump and whoever he selects. All right.
I'm just trying to come so strong.
Yeah,
that's all.
All right. Well,
Just
listen,
that's
brother,
all.
I appreciate the champ, and as always, come on back and keep bringing the truth. All right.
All right, and for everybody out there, keep watching this man. He's on the rise, and matter of fact, he's already there. So let's keep lifting him up in the kingdom, and you have a good day, Zeus.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's stick the ruler. A round of applause.
All right.
When you're right, you're right. All right, no lies detected. All right. That's what we do over here on this side of TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got a few more panelists, and then we got to wrap up the show. All right, let's give it a go. All right, who do we have here? Good morning, Chris Graves. Greetings. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Can I ask you a question? Is this our first time doing business?
It's very, very first time.
All right. Well, I got to ask you some questions, all right? And how you answer them, it determines your fate in the kingdom. Are you ready?
Fair enough.
All right. In your opinion, who would you say, in your opinion, did President Biden steal the 2020 election from Donald Trump?
No.
Next question. In your opinion, who would you say is responsible for these two right here going to the Capitol and attacking it on January 6th?
Overall, I would say Trump, and also what he could have done, he could have called in the National Guard to stop January 6th, but he didn't do anything.
All right. Chris, listen, you're scaring me, but listen, let's keep it going. Last and final question. It's going to come at you like a curveball. A lot of people get it wrong, but I think you might get it right. In your opinion, Hillary Clinton, President Biden, are they guilty of any crimes, yes or no?
Honestly, not that I could tell. Not that I could say no. No.
No lies detected. All right, Chris, let's go. What do you got for us, champion?
Well, you're going to be surprised. I'm actually a Republican, but with that being said, I'm not a Trump supporter.
Okay.
I didn't vote for him the last 2 times.
Okay.
I don't trust him at all. And both to me, there's always improvement in whatever party you're a part of. It doesn't matter.
Correct.
Just in my own opinion, everybody's got something in the closet. Everybody's got something to hide. I'm a minister. I'm a chaplain. I'm actually on my way to visit a patient right now in hospice.
Okay.
But you had a caller a moment ago that quoted the Bible. So I wanted to mention something also from the Bible in the book of Numbers that says that your sins will find you out.
Oh.
And being a believer, the book of Revelation tells me that things are only going to get worse. To me, it doesn't matter who's in office, a Democrat or a Republican. Things are just going to go the way they're going to go. But what I do and what my wife and family do, we pray for our leader. I pray for President Biden every day. I pray for that administration every day. And, because I'm not the smartest guy in the world, and I definitely don't want that job. There's people a lot smarter than me that can handle it.
Right.
But I do enjoy your show. You're very entertaining. And so I just wanted to just come on and just hopefully be a little bit of encouragement to folks. But I pray for our leaders, regardless of who they are, and just pray for the best for our country. But I do appreciate the time, my brother. I got to go in, but I appreciate the opportunity.
Chris, can I ask you one question before you run up, you get up out of here? Have you witnessed any?
Yes, sir.
Have you witnessed any MAGA people repent and leave Donald Trump?
No.
Wow. All right.
No.
All right.
No.
That's a cause for alarm, isn't it?
Not at all.
Right? And you're a Republican.
It is. It
right?
is.
And I could get into
Yes,
I
sir.
have a lot of questions for you as a Republican, but I don't want to get distracted. I'd rather just keep it focused on what's going on. So as far as you're concerned, as a Republican, and how long have you been a Republican?
I've been a Republican for I'm 41 years old, so for a good portion of my life, yeah.
And what part of the country would you say you north, east, south, west? Which part?
I'm in the southeast.
Okay, southeast. And not one time have you ever seen a Trump supporter abandon their faith in Donald Trump and turn away from him. Not one time.
No, and actually, you're going to find this kind of funny. The house that I'm actually going inside of in just a moment, they have a gigantic banner in their living room that says Trump 2020. I think 2020, 2024, something like that. I don't know, something like that. So I do my extra praying before I go inside.
I'm so sorry. The crowd's booing. Well, Chris.
It's okay.
Chris, your hands are full, but God bless you on your way to doing what you're doing, champ. All right. And
thanks, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you bringing the truth in today on a Friday, and it's quite sad to be quite honest. But thank you so much for sharing that with us. All right.
Thanks, man. You take care of yourself.
All right, you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Chris a round of applause. No lies detected. You see this, MAGA? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, one of you could turn away from Donald Trump. Is he that good at do it? You love his draws that much. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And you call yourselves some Christians. You ain't nothing but you ain't no Christian. You ain't nothing but a bunch of hypocrites. All right. Let's bring up brother Eddie. Eddie, welcome. How you doing, champ? How you doing? Trump.
I am doing great today. I'm muted on one account and can't go live on another, but here I am, brother.
All right.
Of another mother.
All right. All right. Well, listen, I don't know how you got muted in here, huh?
No, yeah, well, no, I got muted from one of David the Mega King's lives.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, it's so sorry to hear. But what do you got for us this morning, champ?
I believe them people did it, and I believe Donald Trump prompted them to do it.
These two back here?
Yes, sir.
Amen.
We've talked many times. Yeah. Go ahead.
You don't think this is BLM or Antifa or the FBI?
No, they're not the right shade there, Zeus.
Oh. I mean, okay. Some people are saying that it is BLM and the FBI or Antifa. What do you say to those people? Because I'm having it. It's so hard to get MAGA to own their people. To take ownership for their work. Normally, like let's just say, the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. When Russia does something, they go, yes, that was Russia that did that.
Mm-hmm.
But MAGA, when they do stuff like attack the Capitol, which they know they did, I didn't do that. It's like they're chicken. They're scared.
Well, they were owning up to it in their videos.
They get out here on TikTok and own it, don't they? I was at the Capitol on January 6th. But when they get in
Yeah, I love the guy that was so happy it was going to be a day that lived in infamy. 17 years behind bars in infamy. And then his boss got 22, didn't he? And he wasn't even there.
Infamy. Oh my God. Unlimited fake tuna sandwiches on whole wheat bread.
Ugh.
Oh, that doesn't sound delicious?
No, prison food doesn't sound delicious.
Well,
there could be some. There could be some. There could be some hanky panky in that kitchen there, Zeus.
Would it
and
taste
spanking.
better if you got listen, how about we give you that same sandwich and beverage, but this time you get to eat it in a jail cell with Donald Trump? Would it taste better?
Well, it would maybe taste better for them, but because their illusion that their Lord and Jesus was sitting right next to them would blind them to the taste.
So that when Trump is sitting next to him, it tastes like gourmet tuna, huh?
Yeah,
Like it just came
they would be eating a Kia or something like that. That real high dollar stuff that they check for fat. On that show.
It was prepared in the back in the kitchen by a world-renowned chef, like Ramsay, right?
You're right.
They put an extra little kick in this fake tuna sandwich. Oh, they did that for you, Trump? Oh, wow. I'm so glad I'm eating this tuna sandwich with you. Wow, what a mess.
Yeah, they be thinking they eating some of that tuna off that fishing show, where they get $60,000 for one fish.
Oh my God.
They're not too bright.
That's so funny, but we got to move it along, all right? I got to wrap it up. I'm well past my time slot, all right?
Yeah, well, they didn't. I do like to remind people, they didn't have permission to come in because it was a closed Congress. They closed the Congress on that day because you know what? They put the House and the Senate in one room. There ain't room for nobody else.
No, exactly. They know that.
So So they don't know these people. Oh yeah, they had the right to be there. It's our right under the Second Amendment. No, that's not the
They think it's
rules
their
no
right
more.
to overthrow the government. You should hear what some of them say. Oh, don't you think the Constitution? You know, they got that MAGA on their mouth when they talk. Don't you think the Constitution says that if the government isn't serving us, then we should be able to take up arms and overthrow? They think that. I said, listen, when the
Well,
last
they don't understand that tyrannical government is another government trying to take our government over.
Tell them again.
They just don't understand that. You can pick up arms as, say, Canada's trying to invade the United States. Now we're going to go up against the Canadians.
Right.
Or Mexico isn't. Oh, I better not mention Mexico because then they're going to say Mexico's already invading. So, you know, you got to watch out for that one, huh? Well, I hate to.
Mexico's already invading, like we said earlier. It's because the Republicans are staging it. They're manufacturing this crisis.
Well, we know that more people come in and stay here off their temporary visas, and we actually have more people coming in through Canada right now than we do coming through Mexico. Because there ain't no wall in Canada. There ain't a fence one, except occasional barbed wire.
Yeah. Tell them. Well, listen, Brother Eddie, I got to wrap it up, my good friend, but it was nice checking in with you, all right?
All right, this is awesome. Zeus, you have a great day, and keep it after it. Keep after it.
And I shall. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brother Eddie a round of applause. No lies protected. All right. So
Have a good one, man.
You too. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's special broadcast. All right. So I thank all of you for coming. All right. I want to thank all of my moderators. I know your hands are full out there dealing with these deranged, MAGA possessed demons. All right. I want to make sure I thank all of my subscribers. All right. I want to also thank all of you, my wonderful friends out there, and even my critics and detractors, my haters who disagree. You survived another episode. All right. Yes, haters are going to hate. You're right. But, you know, the important thing is that we're coming together and we're getting the truth out so that folks know what they're doing when they go and cast their votes. All right. So my only hope now is that the MAGA, those who are still possessed with that MAGA demon, have gotten one step closer to coming up into the kingdom and apologizing to the United States of America for their crimes and their dirty, disgusting deeds, all right? Because you really do need to repent. And I do mean this, MAGA. If you do not repent, all right, and if you don't get your mind right, you're going to go to jail, all right? You will go to jail if you are a Trump supporter. That's guaranteed. Your family will be torn apart. That's guaranteed if you are a Trump supporter. And if you do not get your soul right, you're going to end up in hell. If you work iniquity, hell is going to be your portion, all right? And I firmly believe that. And if you are still here, because this week we found out that some MAGA folks thought they were going to be caught up in a rapture. If you're still here today, that only means one thing, that you're not eligible to enter God's kingdom because of all of your sins, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause for tuning in. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Who's always the most handsome in the kingdom?
And I really am the most handsome. Let's go!
This is how I move
when I'm walking like Zeus.
This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus. You
have a great weekend
till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky, light you up like Zeus. I make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm higher than an eagle and got bread on me too. Took a long time to get here and I'm feeling brand new. If you really like a bum, get away from me, fool. I got money on my mind. I can't hang around with you. You fall in love too quick. You a high risk. Nicks all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head. This is way above heads. When you playing with the gods and you playing with the dead. Tell me that this was the truth. Yeah. cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Player hating on the gods, but he's such a douche. I tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. I'm catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm grooving like Zeus. You thinking that you're cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky like you up like Zeus. I make my own rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm hotter than Hades and they're burning down the roof. You say you wanted facts, well, I'm living proof. I've been waiting for this moment, now I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you guaranteed to lose. I didn't make the game a rule, so don't play me like a fool. If you can't swim, don't be in the pool. Even though I'm hot, people telling me you're cool. I'm just sitting on my throne while you looking like a goof. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Player hating on the gods, but he's such a douche. Tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. Catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm grooving like Zeus. You thinking that you're cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky like you up like Zeus. I make my own rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus.
Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater.
Thank you. Reggie, let's go.
I can dance and box in the jungle like a kangaroo.
Don't get caught up in the woods on your feet. Let's go.
He's deranged. Check step. 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 He's deranged.
Let's go.
God of Kaya.
And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater.
Have a great rest of your
and
morning.
his wife is even more of a Trump hater.
You stand up too close.
Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. Every time the radical left Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me, I consider it a great badge of courage.